Hey YouTube, this is King Cobra Best in the video. One of my pipes broke, so I had to fix it. And while I fixed it, I thought I'd restain it. So I restained it as a dark green. It's not perfect by any means, but I think it turned out alright. So put some tobacco in there. So let's put it together. I got this new Gandalf pipe. It's pretty sick, but unfortunately I left it in my backpack and someone stepped on it and it broke. So I had to cut this part shorter. So I can put the stem back in. Like that. But the problem is a little gap right there. I could use I could use a metal, like a little ring to put in there, but I don't have that. So the next best thing I had was a ponytail holder. So check this out. So that should hold it. There we go. A very ghetto-ass Gandalf pipe. But yeah, I sanded the bowl off and made it smooth. Got rid of the original stain. Restained it a dark green. So I think it turned out pretty sharp. So yep, got some tobacco in there. So got my own custom-made Gandalf. It's pretty sick looking. I was gonna use wood gloss on it, but I'm happy with the way this turned out just fine. So now here's the two testers. If I light the bowl up with smoke and tobacco, will it stick to my hands when the bowl heats up, or will it stay on like it's supposed to? Let's find out. So loosen that tobacco. There we go. Oh, come on. There we go. Loosen that tobacco. Alright. Tobacco loosened up. Let's see how this Gandalf smokes. Well, I paid $37 for it, so I'm not gonna fucking throw it just because I break it. I want to fix the fucker, maybe restain it. So I restained it, and it looks pretty sharp. So my own custom-made Gandalf pipe. Made that myself. Fixed the stem and everything. Well, the shank anyway that broke. So stems works just fine. Well, I cut the stem off in half to accommodate to make it for a tighter, more smoother draw. So it was a bitch to make, but I think I'm happy with the results here. So it's not perfect, but from a distance it looks pretty sweet. So right now I'm smoking let's see here, Burley McBaron London Blend. It's not sweet tasting tobacco. It doesn't smell too sweet. It's kind of sweet smelling, but not too sweet. It's a stronger tobacco, so yeah. Yeah, I got me my own custom made Garabo, or not Garabo, excuse me, Gandalf here. It's not a Garabo. I'm not sure what the make of or brand of it is, but it seems to be holding up alright. So, yep, smoke's alright. Now when you're restaining your pipes, you want to use a non-oil based paint. That way your brush doesn't get messy. And you want to put painter's tape over the top and a pipe cleaner or something to cover the part where the stem goes in. And then once it's all dry, completely dry, then you want to smoke out of it and see how it goes. So, because you don't want to paint inside the tobacco bowl or anything like that. So. It's not bad. The drawing on it's a little bit more smooth too, so. One thing I'm testing out is to see if the bullet gets hot, will the paint stick to my hands, and it doesn't appear so. So, yeah. Also fighting off a cold too, so I'm in the last stages of it. I hate getting sick. But yeah, that pipe turned out pretty sick looking, so. I used a ponytail holder to cover up the gap there instead of using the washer, which I could have used, but I don't have a washer big enough to fit it, so I want to use something like this instead. So. Let's see here. Not a prop pipe. I wasted money. I'm thinking it would actually work, but stem might be savable. I wonder if I could use the stem of this pipe. I'm not going to attempt it right now because actually, if you take a look here, nope, be too big. All right, so I'm not worried about it. Custom made Gothic King Cobra pipe. It's pretty sick looking. It's got my favorite colors, black and dark green, so I like it. Not too bad at all. The paint's not sticking or rubbing off or anything like that, so that's good. Last time I did something like a straw pipe of mine, I used a paint that wasn't good for staining wood or anything like that, so it's not an oil-based paint I'm using. It seems to be working just fine, so. Normally you pay some hefty money for a pipe like this because of the stains. It's custom made, but you can go to Walmart, get some non-oil based paint. This is what I use to paint it. This is the paint I used. Sure, it's on the way so it doesn't dry out. Okay. This is the paint I used. Just a regular old painter's brush. Where the hell did I set that damn thing? I guess in the sink. Used a brush like this to paint it with, so yeah. So, I mean, I spent $37 for this church warden pipe, and to find out that this part broke, I think to myself, I'm not gonna fucking throw it away because I broke it. I want to fix it, so this part of a chunk of it broke off. I cut that smaller, made the stem part insert smaller, and tighter smoke and it's looking pretty sharp. So yeah, I like it. So instead of going, oh shit, I broke my thermostat, another cheap ass church warden. What the fuck am I gonna do? Don't panic and just fix it. So once took a saw, just cut the crack right here so it was nice and even. And took some sandpaper and sanded it off smooth, and then I sanded the entire bowl smooth of all the stain, and then repainted it, or graded that brush and that stain, that paint, and oh, that doesn't look good. It's a little imperfection. Fuck. Really? That sucks. Oh well. I suppose it could be worse, so I'm not too fussed about being perfect, but for the most part, it's just black and dark green. That's all I care about. And there's no paint in the bowl either, so I put painter's tape over the top so you don't get the paint in the inside of the bowl or on this part right here. So, yeah. So, we have a pretty bomb-ass church warden here, so. The cool thing about having that paint too is it's fast drying, so it don't take long to dry, and it's not rubbing off in my hands or getting sticky or anything. So what I watch out for when you're staining pipes is that you don't want to do that. So. You take some sandpaper and just sand off all the stain. You take some light sandpaper and make it smooth, you know, not too hard to do. So if you wanted to repaint your pipe a custom color, you probably could. You wanted a purple pipe or a pink pipe, you know what I'm saying? So if you wanted to do other colors besides green and black, you could. But a couple things you want to do is a non-oil based paint like I showed you. Painter's tape and some sandpaper and a paintbrush, and what you want to do is you want to cover the top of that with painter's tape, and the part where the stem goes in, the opening of the shank with painter's tape or a pipe cleaner, just stick it in there, paint around it, and then when it dries, just take it all off and, you know, put some tobacco in there and see what it does. So, yeah. Of course, to make sure my theory was correct, I smoked half a bowl of tobacco before I painted it, and really that's a bowl of tobacco. I taste no paint, I don't smell it, so it's a success then. There's a little imperfection right. Yeah. Fuck. Yeah. Because I missed a spot painting. I didn't get the first coat. The first coat would have, if I covered the entire thing, would have coated it beautifully, but oh well. That's a big a deal, I guess. For what it's worth, though, you got your own custom-made church warden, so I figured the sentimental value is worth more than, oh look, you fucked up on the paint. So it's like my second time doing this kind of thing, both repairing pipes and getting them cleaned up and stuff. So yeah, it's a pretty sick looking pipe. I like it. I like it a lot. And the ponytail holder instead of the silver band, that's kind of cool looking how I did that. So yipper. So now when your pipe breaks, you think, maybe I should glue it in. Okay, don't. Don't glue your pipe stem to your pipe. You won't be able to take it apart and clean it. Your pipe gets clogged, and believe me, it will get clogged. So that's why you open and unscrew it, and that's why you have pipe cleaners. There they are. So I can move the computer screen back a little bit. There we go. Alright. Hold on a second. Alright. I made a video when I got the church warden brand new, and it's pretty sweet. Took a stroll down to the cemetery and was driving through and saw a bunch of deer grazing around a grave. It was actually quite serene. My eyeliner smeared all over my face and created odd spots, and I didn't like it, so I deleted the video. Imperfections like that. And that's stupid, but you know what? That's the problem with trolls, is that they're gonna talk shit anyway, so fuck them. But, you know. But yeah, for the most part, it turned out pretty good. So, I'm okay with the results, I guess. I'm not thrilled with it, but it gets the job done for what it's worth. So. That's why you want to put painter's tape on the top here so you don't get paint when you're trying to light the bowl in case you flame it and touches the rim of it, you know what I'm saying? So, I'm also fighting off a cold too, so in the last stages of it. But I know Peterson makes an Irish or racing green church warden. Gorgeous pipes, but if you want to make one for half the cost, you know, get something like this and make it yourself. So, yeah. So, yeah, turned out alright, I guess. So, can't complain. Looks alright. Gets the job done. Smokes my tobacco just fine, so. What's ironic is I'm heating up the bowl of tobacco. The paint seems to be drying into the grain of the bowl, so the wood grain is kind of cool looking. So yeah, got my own custom-made pipe here. I did that myself. So yeah. And I hate showing off shit like this on YouTube because people are like, "Oh, it's stupid and retarded." You know what? You're stupid and retarded. No, seriously. So I find it incredibly ironic about trolls. Is that they say they hate someone so much, yet they're going to spend their entire day trolling someone like me on YouTube, only making me bigger and more famous. So I'm kind of flattered, actually. But at the same time, it's depressing because I put my creativity out there and just have the world take a shit on it, it seems like. And that's part of having Asperger's, is that dealing with that criticism, you know. But, yeah, it's not too bad. Not too bad at all. Turned out pretty sick looking, actually, so. Yeah. Some tobacco back in there. There we go. Okay. Yeah, there's still a lot of tobacco left in that bowl. I might save that for later. Let the pipe cool off and see how it does cool off. Right now, I'll take my pinky here, clean the paint, touch it to the pipe while it's warm. No stickiness, so that's good. I think when I squeeze on it though, and go like that, there's a little bit, but it's not much. As the bowl heats up and cools down, the paint will dry into the wood and sink into it and stain it that dark green without you know. So yeah, I don't need sandpaper, just hand it off. So it's just, yeah, simple things in life, I guess. Alright, set that down. Pipe tools are one thing to have for your smoke pipe. Quite handy to have. Ugh. Sit back with a little bit of vodka and Red Bull. It says, hey, name your poison. I hate not making videos just to piss off trolls, because I know it hurts my fans as well as me, because there are sharp people who like to watch my videos. And it's hard to believe, but I get messages now on Facebook that say, hey Josh, make a video, damn it. I miss you, man. And I don't know what people see in me, I really don't. So, you know. Glass was this full a couple hours ago, so I'm just done all in one shot. So, yeah. Cheap Potter's vodka, Red Bull, it works. So, yeah. Also got me a little kick-ass bench here or coffee table for the middle of my living room here, so it makes it a little crowded, but in the long run it's kind of convenient. So I got people over playing video games and just chilling out, you know. You don't have to reach on the floor to ash on the, you know, that makes it easier. So that'll help with people smoking in my apartment. If they're gonna smoke a cigarette, I'm cool with that, you know, I don't care. I smoke in my own apartment, obviously, but I'd much rather them ash in the ashtray. And with that table there, it's just like, hey, just reach over and like that instead of reach on the floor going, you know, it'll make it easier for them, for me especially, and more importantly, it'll create less ash on the carpet. So, yeah. And speaking of cigarettes, I can go for it right now. Still wonderful Wills of Winston. uh, yeah, Winston's are good cigarettes. They are indeed. I pretty much got the apartment to myself again, so yeah. Well, my friend Kent was staying in his truck, and I'm like, dude, I've been down this road before, and I'm thinking, you know what? Maybe this time will be different. I said, dude, stay with me until you get your own place. Turns out my homie Dustin, my other friend, he was looking for a roommate to help pay for rent, and so he talked to Kent, and Kent's like, yeah, sure, no problem. So, yeah. So, Dustin's apartment's a lot bigger than mine, so yeah, his apartment space is a lot bigger than mine. I would if I could, but this tiniest apartment, you know, 2 people is the max for staying here. Um, 3 people just gets crowded. 4 people, it's like, oh, come on. 5 people, you're like, okay, what the fuck, you know. But you could easily sit 4 people in that futon, plus 1 person in that bench and 1 person in that other chair. Plus the chair right here, so it's basically a pad to just chill and play video games, you know, relax, not stress life so much. So I have the black light over here next to my computer, so when I want to, I can just flick that fucker on and it lights up the Cobra posters, and it's pretty kick-ass pad, you know, simple shit like that. And you're thinking, that's stupid. No, here's the thing: the blacklight poster plugs into the wall. I have a little thing that's jiggle, and like it turns on. So, yeah. In fact, got the ashtray I have find my computer here, so yeah. Let's see here. What do I do now? Unplug my amp. Over here, reach over here, plug in that black light poster. See, unless those are ninja enough to navigate this shit in the dark. Flip the switch, what you call the button. Where's the button? There it is. Give it a little wiggle. Give it a turn. There we go. We got a black light. Alright. Just push in, give it a little wiggle. Good to go. Alright, cool beans. And the cool thing too is I got all these blacklight posters too. It's really cool. Left up the covers and everything, so yep. But yeah, if you're gonna paint your pipe, paint your strip's a wondrous thing to have. It keeps the areas you want painted. You know, you don't want it to ruin your tobacco, obviously, so. Let's see if I got my paints. Alright. Let's see what else we got. Sweatshirt. Back. We got a thing of honey and chocolate pipe tobacco left here. I might stick that. Another tin here. It's empty, but there we go. I fucking hate this poster. Well, here's the thing. I created this kick-ass poster in high school. I wanted to hang it up in my apartment, but look what it's wrapped in. So I put a bunch of tape on it, and I just dragged the posters down with it. So I had it hanging up next to the Pink Floyd poster, and it freaking tore it off the wall. I went to go put it back on, and it just made the poster worse. I'm like, oh, you gotta be fucking kidding me. That kind of pissed me off. Just saying. But at least the Pink Floyd poster's back on the wall. It ain't straight by any means. It's crooked on the wall, but at least it's up there, damn it. So, that could be worse. But yeah. Oh, that's way fucking cool. The sight of my sound off BB gun lights up in the black light. That's fucking badass. Oh, hell to the fucking yeah, that's cool. The Monster Import sticker right there. It's a pretty badass BB gun. Beautiful metal BBs for it. Might do that once all my other bills are paid off, depending on. My house is only on the apartment, but I'm not too fussed about it at the moment. It's on safety, alright. Sweet. Got a Pink Floyd comforter for my bed, so yeah. Like that. There we go. Sweet. Well, at first I liked the idea of having a roommate because, you know, I thought, well, Stephanie moving in, it's kind of like, holy shit, you know, I'm 22 years old and Stephanie's already gonna move in with me and shit. I'm thinking to myself, holy fuck, you know? But, I don't know, well, you can see that. The black light makes the green sight of my BB gun light up. So, I did this by the handle myself here. It's on my YouTube channel. So, yeah. But yeah, it's a pretty sweet BB gun. So, it's got a full thing of BBs in there. How about that? So that's the last magazine round of BBs, I guess. Definitely get some more BBs for it. But, yeah. And you know, people have like stupid smart ass comments like, oh, what good's a BB gun gonna do against zombies? Cause you're part of the ZRT, aren't you? Not officially, no, but okay. Speaking of the ZRT, this is really what's pissing me off. I noticed a lot of negativity on the video we shoot my first shotgun video on my friend Chris's channel. People talking a bunch of mad shit, saying, "Oh, the ZRT is just a bunch of autistic retards just in ammo and shit like that." I'm just going, you know what? Fuck you. When shit hits the fan and we're prepared to handle shit, you know, your sorry ass is gonna be going, "Oh, what do I do to survive in this situation?" ZRT's prepared, bitch. What are you doing? Still talking shit. So, exactly. See, here's the thing. The trolls on my channel will never get your own apartment. Where I'm at right now, I'm in my own apartment. Fuck you. Trolls are like, hey, you'll never get a girlfriend and get laid. I have Stephanie. Fuck you. So here's the thing. I got back together with Stephanie, and she gets out of John Clare. I think it'd be awesome if she could move in with me, but we shall see in due time. So the apartment's manageable with 2 people in it. One person, you know, it's pretty spacious. So I got everything organized, nice and neat. So we're gonna get the apartment cleaned up. So you know. Well, it'll all depend on my paycheck tomorrow when I get it because I need, or today I should say. But yeah. So it's 5:17 in the morning. So I gotta be at the bus at 10:30 so I can get on the bus and get to work on time. So I think it'd be a lot easier if I had a motorized beach cruiser. So I'm looking to get something like that. Help simplify travel. They can get up to 148 miles to the gallon. That's pretty fucking awesome for a beach cruiser. Anywhere from 200 to 500 bucks, easy. And the only unfortunate thing is that the engines do not come assembled to the bike. You have to actually assemble them yourself and then put them on the bike. So it was a bit of fun doing that. So, but other than that, they're street legal. You don't need a license to drive them if they're under 11 something CSP, whatever the fuck, you know. I can't remember. C11. Well, so they go under 11 miles per hour or something like that. You know, they're basically they're street legal. You know, so it definitely makes getting to work a lot quicker. But at the moment, there's snow on the ground, so yeah. But I wouldn't mind having a rat rod either. I think it'd be pretty kick-ass to have my own custom-made rat rod. You know, get something I want designed. That kind of shit costs money, though. So, yeah. cut back on these things and switch to maybe like a pack a week. And if I want to have my pack in 3 days, it's my own damn fault. So don't go buy more. Instead, just stick with pipe tobacco. You know, try to make some of that money last and put most of that in a savings account. But yeah. Oh, and the irony, I ran out of money and needed groceries for my apartment. Can't need gas for his pickup, and I'd have to buy him gas, but I figured it'd be a nice gesture anyway. So I got some gas for his pickup and got some groceries for my apartment, but they're almost gone already. So, good thing I'm getting paid tomorrow. It'll all depend on how much money I get, though. I need to get rent and internet paid off, then groceries. And after that, after those three things are taken care of, then we'll look at transportation for the next 2 weeks. What's it going to be like? Am I getting that bike? Am I going to be getting that bus or a taxi or a ride from a coworker? So, see, 148 miles to the gallon. That's pretty fucking awesome. If I'm just zipping to and from work every day, so if I'm going to simplify my travel a lot, I'm not going to be using the gas to ride the flat shit, you know, like going uphill just so I can coast downhill and make travel to work a lot faster. So, you know, so, yeah. And if, you know, my gas runs out, I pedal to the nearest gas station. But the thing is, you have to mix the fuel for it to work. So, that's going to mean either keeping the fuel in my apartment somewhere away from the cigarettes and the pipes and all that, where it won't catch fire, and keep it in a safe area. So, of course, I could just keep it at my parents' house in the garage. It'd be probably a lot safer. I don't know. But what I do know is if I cut back on my cigarettes, I'll enjoy them more because it'll be a rare treat for me, and I'll actually have money for shit like a car and a motorized beach cruiser. I'll start with the motorized beach cruiser until I get more hours at work. Start building my account up, start saving up, and then study for my lessons and all that shit. By the time summer hits, I could probably have a rat rod and be driving it. Just a thought, but I don't know. Wouldn't mind being able to take a car up to see Stephanie and take her out on a nice weekend pass, take her out to a fancy hotel and some dinner and shit like that, you know. But that shit costs money, so yikes. So there's a lot of planning to do in the future, but at the moment, I got my apartment, so all my bills are taken care of at the moment, so why stress it? So. I could take a morning for the beach cruiser I have right now, but that thing is a piece of shit. It's one of those Huffy Crambos I got from Walmart. It's a gorgeous bike, but man, those things do not hold together very long. A couple months, they're pretty much beat to hell, and you gotta get a new one. So, yeah, you're paying almost $100 for one, so you get what you pay for. If I want to get a new bike, get one with a gas motor on it, and get one that's gonna cost a little more than $100. You know, might actually have a better quality. And if I want to drive on the sidewalk, avoid going off curbs, you know, and if I have to slow down, stop, and walk the bike off the curb so I can avoid wrecking the bike, then fine. Wearing a helmet, definitely. Getting a bike lock for it and shit, yeah, because at one point I had a scooter I used to putz around town on, and it was a little ape-hanger scooter. The thing was fucking fun as hell to drive, and got me from point A to point B alright until I got hit by a truck. Almost died, but I didn't, and the scooter pretty much absorbed most of the damage. I got up, I'm like, F-150 at the cowgirl, no problem. You know, I had a lot of road rash after about an hour and a half after the adrenaline wore off. I was like, ow. I went and talked to my supervisor, he's like, yeah, go home. I'm like, alright. So, yeah, it's a fun scooter to have, though. I miss that thing. That thing was kind of a piece of shit, though, because every so often the chain would pop off while I was going uphill, and I'm like, really? So I have to get up and put the chain back on, shit like that, and I go, that's life, I guess. You get what you pay for, so, yeah. Excuse me. So I'm hoping when I get my motorized beach cruiser that it isn't um, uh, junky or a piece of shit, or it actually lasts a long time and does what I need to do, which is get me from working home again without having to rely on my coworkers for gas or my friends and all that. And I'm glad they're giving me a ride to work and shit and to and from work. I really appreciate it when they can, you know what I'm saying? But, if it's at an inconvenient time where my schedule doesn't match your schedule and shit like that, it's just a hassle. I'm like, you know what? Get on the motorized beach cruiser and putz to work. Fuck it. It's fucking things a lot much easier, I should say. So, yeah. And I've ridden my beach cruiser in the snow. It's fun as fuck, dude. I'm going downhill, what, say 25 miles per hour, just slipping and sliding on ice. And I come around a sharp turn, I almost fell off the beach cruiser. I'm like, shit. So I jumped off and put one foot down and stopped myself from falling. I'm sitting there, I'm like, that was fucking awesome. It was like 4 o'clock in the morning, I just got off a graveyard shit. I'm sitting there freezing my ass off. I'm like, yeah. So I like riding my beach cruiser. It's fun. It's just that freedom you get from riding it. It's a good feeling, like there's been times where I didn't want to talk about anything. So back when I used to back when I used to live with my parents, I'm like, I'm going for a ride. Like, really? Yeah. I'd get on my beach cruiser, I'd, ride around Casper and come back and be like, I'm good. So sometimes I'll just stop at a park my beach cruiser near a bench and just sit and stare off into space and ponder life. It's a cool feeling to have. It can be the biker or hot rodder in me. I don't know. But the problem with rat rods is that they're kind of unsafe to drive and they're horrible on gas. But until I can afford something like that, I might sell for a motorized beach cruiser and get used to the maintaining the gas bill and shit like that instead of ease my way into a car, instead of just getting in the car and going, oh shit, I'm out of gas, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah. But I figure once the snow melts, the weather warms up, it'd be a nice option to have at least. So, yeah. And I got my tax returns and SSI refunded me the money they said I owed them. I didn't owe them. I finally got off SSI, right? I'm proud of myself, making enough money to support myself. And then, lo and behold, SSI tries pulling some shit saying, oh, Mr. Saunders, you owe us money for such and such a month. I'm like, yeah, bullshit, I was off SSI by then. Like, it's the government, man. I can't do shit. So I just kept it in my drawer, like, whatever. Kept the mail in the drawer of my kitchen somewhere. So I get a text from my dad saying I'm getting a refund from the SSI. I'm like, oh, justice has prevailed. Yay. And I get my tax return, which will be added to my savings account. And for the money I took out for groceries and shit. I want to refund that as quickly as I can. But at the moment, the way I'm sitting, I may have to get by this week, so that's good, And but here's the thing, my parents are looking at getting a home for me for Asperger's, a little gated community for apartments and shit. And I said to myself, no, fuck that. Nothing wrong with it, but I said no. I'm not going to be in one of those situations. I'm getting my own apartment. I'm going to manage my own shit and make it happen. I'm not going to let Asperger's deter me from that. And each and every day I get up in my own apartment, just smile. I'm living on my own. It's awesome. So, yeah. Well, there you have it. Got the King Cobra video, also known as King Cobra JFS. Thanks for watching. See you guys later.